Junior on the track. Junior on the track.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fix Your Crown podcast. We hope everyone had a wonderful weekend thus far. And today we are going to be talking about something that's more of our opinions and what we've been through. So, Miss Kiara, today's topic is
Miss Independent.
all right, all right, Miss Independent. Okay, so I'm ready whenever you are.
So today I just wanted to talk about, like, y'all know I say it every podcast. I watch a lot of stuff, read a lot of stuff. Social media contributes and all of that. So I wanted us to kind of like give our opinion on, like, probably like 2000, I want to say like 8 or 9.
Mhm,
Neo came out with the song Miss Independent. And
mhm.
then he had that one. Then remember he had the remix and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like from there, I feel like us as like women as a whole, we've kind of like really started writing a different narrative. Like you could be single and dating, or you could be married or whatever. But I feel like um we've been projected a lot as saying like, well, I don't need a man because I'm independent. And I feel like it got stronger. Like that's when it kind of started. And then it kind of just like went up from there. So I just wanted to get y'all take on that. And then just like how that takes does that take like masculinity from men? Like, do they still feel like they can be the man and like do what they were really, like, I'm not gonna say designed to do, but like what they were doing back in the day in like marriage and stuff like that? Does that take that from them because we are like doing so much now? So I want to get y'all take on that.
Okay. Who? No. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Kiara, do you want to go first? Oh, here we go. Let's see.
I just went. No,
Well, I'm gonna
this
say, I'm gonna say on my behalf or my experience or what I think is. My name is Tracy Nicole, and I think I am proud to be independent. Only because I'm trying to survive. I don't. I'm a one income home, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing what I have to do just to survive. I did grow up seeing my mother, my grandmother, aunts, great aunts, everybody, all the females was working. I did have one female in the family that didn't work, but I guess her part, that was my grandmother. I guess her part was she took care of home. But I do try to teach my kids not just being independent from a man, but just independence all around. Don't ever try to just expect or depend on other people to do stuff for you. It's just best to do it yourself. If you can't do it, then just work on it until you can get it done. Yeah. But yeah. And an example, like, so one day, like, waiting on a man of the family to help us fix the bed, right? No. Hold on. I have a little baby, right? But it took us waiting for days and weeks for the bed to get put together, waiting on the family man to help out. So eventually, my daughter and I had to carry this bed frame up 3 levels of stairs, and we had to put it together ourselves because just waiting on the next person to help us never came through. So we had to do it ourselves. So that's part of being independent, I guess.
Yeah, right? Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course. Shantae, what you think?
Sorry, y'all had a bad connection, but I to piggyback off of Tracy's point, like, I think a lot of female independence is rooted in necessity, right? We have our societal roles, but that's not always going to be tangible for everybody. You can't always wait around forever for somebody else to come and make things happen.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately been a reoccurring theme for a lot of women,
Mhm.
Black or white. I mean, color for real is not even, I guess, the factor in it, but a lot of women do have to find space to
Mhm.
make things happen. And I guess, unfortunately, a lot of the ideal of what they used to do is just an idea, it's a story, because
Mhm.
a lot of the times those grandmothers and mothers, they weren't happy with those traditional type situations. You know, he might wait on his check to come in the house, but that's all you have for yourself. And there's a sense of empowerment when you can make it happen for you, you know, and your children. And, you know, so I think for me, it's a necessity, but it's also empowering to be able to take care of yourself.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Um. Hmm. Uh. Because I'm trying to see exactly. Um. To me, with being, independent, if you're independent, it's there. So I can actually be in a relationship, but I can still be independent too. Um. I can run, you can run your business, you can run your household, but then when it comes to having a mate, we can be on equal ground with certain things. Now, I'm not going to try to overpower him, and please don't try to overpower me. We'll just be what's the word I'm looking for? Independent. We can do that type of thing, and I'm fine with that. But as far as me just happen to do it, um if I have to, I have to.
Yeah.
Like I want to be the one that we walk together side by side. But if I have to go out there and walk, I'll do it. So I think it's a thing of not letting a person put you in a mold of what's supposed to be independent,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
It
And let me
does.
ask you, Kiara, do you think that there's some type of, I guess, because it's so popular to promote female independence, do you think that that is some type of agenda to I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Emasculate men?
The
Like,
man.
yeah, like, what do you think is a
So I told y'all I follow, because this was another thing that kind of like sparked this topic. So I watched this lady named April Mason. Okay.
Hmm.
And she teaches, like, I want to say, I guess I wouldn't say lessons, but she like coaches you into like a feminine, like a more feminine role. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of women, that's a touchy subject, because it's like, I don't need nobody help. I don't need you. I don't need. So, and I guess I'm coming from more to like men opening the door. Like these days, most girls is not used to a man opening the door for them. Like even when me and my husband got together, like he opened doors all the time. Like any door I'm going through, car door, whatever door, he opened the door for me. But at first, I wasn't used to that, and I'm not gonna lie about that. So I'm like, I can open my door. Like I got my. So I guess I'm not gonna say it like emasculates them, but sometimes I do feel, unpopular opinion, but sometimes I do feel like we take their role with certain stuff just because maybe we're not used to it. I don't feel like it's no harm intended sometimes, but I feel like sometimes we do unknowingly, you know what I'm saying? Like when maybe they want to do certain things, I feel like sometimes our self-independence, because I'm something else too, y'all. I was looking at another speech, and I heard a young man saying that most women are the way they are. Like it started back in the Jim Crow days, because most of our men they were locking them up. They were, going to prison, to jail. The women were at home with the kids and all
the
of that type of
necessity?
stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like, so I said it started in 2009, but maybe I need to go back a little bit, because back then that's kind of like when it started, because he spoke on saying that we were put in that position where we had to do certain things. So when the man started to come back into the home, it's like, I've been doing it now. You know what I'm saying? But so I feel like that go in like financially, and
Yeah.
I feel like that go with like how we sometimes may want a man to do certain things, but when they do it, we so like, we can do it, and we are so on guard that we can kind of like take that from them. So they be like, I ain't doing nothing. Then years down the line, it's like, dang, my husband don't open the door for me. He don't do this for me. He don't compliment me on my body. He don't do this. He don't do nothing. But it's like for so long, you like, I'm good. So that's, like I said, unpopular opinion, but sometimes I do feel like as women, and I don't feel like it's intentional. I just feel like sometimes we do kind of like take a little bit of the masculinity away, just because sometimes we come into the relationship on guard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this and start acting up, what, I can do this on my own, and this mine, and so so I do feel like to answer your question, I do feel like we do it, but I do feel like it's not intentional.
Right. I can see that.
I want the
see-
doors open for me. I want to be the soft girl.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, because like I know the 19, well the teen me to the 20-year-old me, I didn't need it, I got it. But now the 40 and 50-year-old me wants the door open for me. Come here, baby, open the door for me. You know what I'm saying? Can you, like, I want that. Or like, no, you don't have to hold my hand, but now my feet hurt. Can you hold my hand to the car? So I think it's the thing of sometimes the older we get, like, in different stages in our life, we really want different things. And we can't get mad at that man if it's like, wait a minute, why you not waiting for me? Why you not holding my hand? You ain't been asking me to hold your hand. So then I have to say, well, yeah, the 40-year-old needs you to hold her hand. So
Right.
yeah, I feel that too.
Before I lose my train of thought, so that's what April Mason speaks on. She's like, so as women, like, and I'm not gonna say just our generation, because we're gonna get to the younger generation in a minute, because they are like Miss Wrist broke. But look, so I guess another thing is, do you feel like we should be asking for that then? Like, baby, I would like for you to do this, or whatever. Do you feel like as women, do you feel like we should ask, like, whether we're dating, whether whatever, do you feel like even though maybe you started the relationship off rejecting it, do you feel like we not really necessarily have a duty, but we can go back and now like maybe rewrite the relationship in that sense?
I hope so. I hope I can.
If it's not in them to do that, is it, and we asking for it, is that gonna cause issues, or but like, I know we've seen stories like when the young father was teaching the young man how to treat a woman, how you open the door, pull the chair out, certain things. Do you think that's still going on?
Nope.
I'm not
as a
sure.
whole, it's not.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think for me, some of it too is rooted in not wanting to be disappointed, right? Because, like Tracy says, some people just don't have it in them to do what you might want. You got to sometimes take people for who they are, and you can't. Now, I'm not negating what you're saying, Nitra. You will change, and if your partner is willing to change with you, that's even better, because that means you guys can communicate and compromise. But there's sometimes instances where people just ain't who you want them to be,
And that's true.
You have to navigate the relationship in a way that works for you if you want to stay in that situation with them. So sometimes it's just, for me, I know it's rooted in not wanting to be disappointed. Rather than me set myself up for you to get an opportunity to hurt my feelings, let me just handle it myself. I'll open the door. It's cool.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I understand that. With what we're saying, we do have a man here today that to give us his point of view, and that is Doug Evans of the Soul Logistic Radio Show.
Boom, boom.
Hey, Doug.
What's up, ladies?
What's going on?
Chilling. Listen, y'all. Doug Evans, host of the Soul Logistic Radio Show. Let's just jump right into it. let me give a disclaimer first. There's a lot of people don't think the way I think, right? I think one of the main issues is that women, are you traditional or are you independent? Which one is it? Because you're taking us on a doozy. Because if you're independent, then you can open the door for yourself. How you gonna be independent if you can't open the door for yourself? How you gonna be independent if you can't pump your own gas? You can drive the car, but you can't pump the gas. You know, I'm just saying you're taking us on a doozy. If you're traditional, I have no problem opening the door for you, pumping your gas, but you can't, you're taking us on a doozy. Which one is it? You're independent or you want to be traditional? A lot
We're
of women
hybrid.
they say, chivalry is dead. Chivalry is dead because you made it. You did it that way. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's dead. And that's why young folks is like, why should I open the door? She independent. Like, what?
Yeah.
And they got automatic doors too. So, honey, just wave at the door. It opens itself. I don't have to open the door for
Terrible.
you ever see those pictures when people like the females pumping the gas and the guys in the car say, look at this picture. What is wrong with this picture? I'm the type of guy that look at the picture and says, there's nothing wrong with that picture. You know what I mean?
Because the woman doing it herself.
Yeah, maybe her boyfriend has a bad back. Maybe she's independent. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she said, "I like the smell of gas." I don't know. Now, listen. I say all that to say, if my wife was in like a nice evening gown or a dress, I forbid you to pump the gas. You know what I mean? Because I don't want your dress to smell like gas.
That's right.
Right. If you got athletic gear on, you can pump the gas.
So you see why now I have to say, can you hold my hand? I'm just letting you know that. Yeah, that's why. But go ahead, Tracy. What were you saying? You want the doors open and you want
I want
chivalry?
the doors open. I don't want to have to cut my own grass sometimes. I want that done for me. But if I ask for it, it might not get done. So am I being traditional? Or am I independent? I don't know. I gotta make it happen for myself, though.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a hybrid, Tracy. Because I feel
I'm
like
with you then.
Yeah, I'm like I'm a little bit of both because I might want you to cut my grass, but I don't want to have to ask you to cut it. You see it when you pulled up in the yard that it needed to be cut.
Tall.
That's true.
So you see it like I see it. Okay, since you don't want to do it, I got it. That's
right.
Yeah.
Because around here we don't cut our grass, we get a fine.
But listen, for a long time, when people were saying women should cook, they should clean, women was like, that's not my job. You see the trash, you can cook your own meal when you get home. Now you saying the grass is 6 feet tall and it's my job to cut the grass. Now, listen, when we first get together, you like, listen, Doug, I don't like cutting grass. Okay, check. You don't like cutting grass? I got the grass. Okay, I don't like cooking every evening. Okay, you'll cook. Check. That's how it have to be. Just on a spoon that I'm going to cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, a little secret about my wife. Listen, I out there cutting the grass in 120 degree weather, and she comes around the house talking about she going to the gym. This the gym right here.
The sauna too.
Right. You want to lose some weight? Cut the backyard.
Yeah, whose side are you on? This is true. And what happened though? But what happened once you said it? Like, look, if you can cut the grass, but once you said it, what did I do?
Yeah, okay.
Did I not cut the grass? The backyard? I cut the backyard, and what did the women say? Y'all women came to me, and guess what they said? What she said? My husband saw you outside cutting the grass. Don't do that. We don't do that. And I said, well, I didn't mind doing it.
Mind your business.
Because too, I do believe that too. That getting hung up in tradition and stuff. Because for real, at the end of the day, it's still your relationship. So
Mhm.
if you make certain rules within there, now it's a big umbrella, and then it's your umbrella. And
There
if
you go.
y'all make certain rules, because sometimes I talk that, but I'll get up and try to cut the grass before my husband do. You know what I'm saying? Because I like cutting the grass. So if you got your own rules within your relationship and your marriage, like that ain't nobody business.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. I get it.
That's true. But that lady did say that to me though. And I didn't mind. Once I got out in the backyard and cut it, I'm looking like, ooh, like there's some good calories I done burned. Not only that, I'm listening to music. It's okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, that lady approached me
I mean,
on
that's
that.
the way I have to look at cutting the grass. Okay, it's a workout. Let's put the music on.
Yep.
Let's go. But
Yeah.
I would like if I had to cut the grass, I want a meal cooked for me or something.
And
Right.
see, and
That's what's
that is
wrong.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
It could be
Give me the
50
sandwich
we
or
can switch it
something.
out.
And that's the compromise. Because look, when you out there cutting it, do I not say, do you want water?